Hi, my name is Jeff Hyatt. It is that time of year again, open enrollment for Petro West, and we're excited to be with you again for another year. There is one big change we're making this year. The medical insurance is changing. It's changing from Cigna Healthcare over to Aetna. So there'll be a big change when it comes to healthcare, and I'll talk about that in just a second. Additionally, the dental, the vision, the life, the disability insurance, and the teledoc is all staying the same. Rates will change, of course, and those will be sent out to you. So keep an eye on that. Now, as far as the medical plan goes, the good news is moving to Aetna, we were able to get virtually the same benefits. There's some few minor tweaks, but we were able to reduce the premium from the current rates. So when you get the rates, you'll be excited because the rates on the traditional plan have gone down, and they've gone down a pretty good chunk. And the rates on the HSA plan have gone down as well. So look for that forthcoming. As far as the change goes, one thing I would encourage you all to do is make sure you search the Aetna network, and we'll send a link out. Just make sure your current doctors or hospitals that you may be using are in the network, and if they're not, you can adjust accordingly. The benefits we're showing to you here are for in-network only. We haven't put out-of-network on the board. That'll be on your paperwork if you do want to use out-of-network benefits. Just know that it'll cost you a lot more if you do go out-of-network. So, moral of the story is make sure you're searching in network and that your doctor and hospitals that you use are in network with Aetna. Additionally, with the change happening December 1st, it's a little bit of a unique date in the fact that deductibles reset January 1st, where you're moving to Aetna December 1st. Do know that we are working with Cigna to get reporting from them showing deductible and out-of-pockets met on employees, and we'll get those applied to Aetna for the month of December. Point of that is if you've already met your deductible part of it and you have something done in December, you will get a credit for what you've already spent the first 11 months of this calendar year. So it does take some time because we need the claims to report through November, so it will take some time. If you do have some large claims or claims in December, you may want to reach out to us as we work through this. Now to the two plan designs that are offered from Aetna. Do know that both plans, just like the old plan, offers preventive care that is covered at no charge. And then what that means is you can get an annual exam every year when you get of age. There are certain tests you got to get done if you have young children, babies on the plan. There are immunizations, checkups, those things that are covered well at no charge. Okay, so you don't have to meet deductible or anything of that nature prior to it. So again, this is just a brief summary for us to have a conversation with you about. The traditional plan is still a $1,500 deductible. $3,000 if you're enrolled two-party or more. Once you meet deductible, it goes to an 80-20. The insurance pays 80%, you pay 20%, up until you hit $5,500 out of pocket as a single and $11,000 as a family. Okay. Your office visits, if you go to a primary care physician, so family doc, OBGYN, pediatrician, is a $40 copay. If you go to a specialist like an orthopedic, cardiologist, something of that, it's $55 copay. The insurance pays the rest. Urgent care is a $75 copay. If you do go to the emergency room AD, whenever you see AD, it means after deductible. So once deductible is met, it goes to a copay. Otherwise, you just pay for everything until you meet deductible. And lastly, prescriptions. Prescriptions fall under 4 tiers: a $15 copay, a $30, $60, and a 20%. It just depends on where your drug falls. We'll send you some links to research that. If you're uncomfortable and not sure how to do it, need some help, you're more than welcome to reach out to us, okay? So that's the traditional plan, very, very similar to what you offer or what you have right now. The second plan is the HSA plan. If you recall, this plan comes with a bank account, which I will talk about in a second, but the plan design goes as follows. It's a $3,000 deductible if you're enrolled as an individual. It's a $4,500 deductible if you're enrolled two-party or more, and that is just a one-time for the whole family. It's not per person. It's a $4,500 out-of-pocket if you're enrolled single, and it's a $6,750 deductible. Out-of-pocket maximum if you're enrolled two-party or more, and that's for the entire family. Okay. Once deductibles is met, everything goes to a percentage except for prescriptions. So once deductible is met, office visits are 10%. Urgent care 10, emergency room 10. Just realize that prior to deductible, you're going to be paying the negotiated price of Aetna's negotiated price when you go to the doctor. So it will cost more than it does over here, okay? Once you meet deductible, then it does go that 10%. Prescriptions, same thing. You're going to pay the cost of the prescriptions. Once you Once you meet the deductible of $3,000, then you go to copays, a 15, a 30, 60, or a percentage. And again, remember on the HSA plan, everything you spend goes towards deductible. Once that's met, everything else goes towards out-of-pocket maximum. Okay, that's the plan design. In addition to this plan design, you will get a bank account called the Health Savings Account. Some of you are already on that plan or familiar, but as a refresher, the bank account is a mechanism that allows you to put money into that account pre-taxed. So it saves you some tax money. Once the money is in that account, you're able to use that money for your expenses here. You can use it for dental work, vision work. There's an IRS list online that of qualified expenses. For 2018, so the year that's almost over, the most you can put into it is $6,900 if you're enrolled 2-party or more, and $3,450 if you're enrolled as a single. 55 or older, you get an additional $1,000 if you want to. That's the max contribution you can put into it. Just remember, on HSAs, you do not have to spend it at the end of the year. It can roll over every year, and that's okay. For the 2019 tax year, the max you can put in as a family is $7,000. The max as an individual is $3,500, with the 55 and older catch-up still being $1,000. So really great benefits. We're really excited that the premiums went down. As I mentioned also, everything else is staying the same. I would encourage everybody to look at the Teladoc feature. The Teladoc feature is something you've offered for quite some time, but maybe not used like you should. So the Teladoc feature gives you the ability to call in to a program and talk to a doctor, and that doctor can prescribe basic medications like cold medications, antibiotics, ear infections, those type of things. So it's not to be used for your maintenance drugs, so a cholesterol pill or something like that you're on. It only does basic stuff. So the perfect example is you or a child is sick with a cold. You can call in and talk to that doctor, and they will prescribe medications for you. And every time you call in, it's free, and then you just pay your copay when you pick up the prescription. Great feature. We're really excited to be able to offer that to you. I just encourage everyone to consider using that. Okay, moving on, the dental insurance is staying the same as we talked about. That is still with Dental Select. Rates did tweak just a little bit. And then the vision, of course, stayed the same. And the life insurance as well stayed the same. And that, of course, is with Lincoln. And the vision is with Opticare. So everything stayed the same there. Look forward to meeting some of you. We'll be out visiting some of you. Those that we don't get a chance to, we'll be talking to you on the phone, making sure we answer questions. And also, when Tanya sends this information out, she'll send our contact info as well. So we look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions.